Hey guys, what's up? Today we're going to show you how to install a 50 amp 250 volt welder plug. Just basically when you buy them, make sure the quality. This is a copper. I have really good faith in them. Don't buy your Menards junk anymore. Unscrew this. You guys see the screw right there? Unscrewed it. This is what comes into the kit. Just knock out the hardware. I don't need the screws, but I do need the block off plate. You want to reach in here with your thumb, push, pull, snap, and you take that completely off. Then you want to take this little guy, maybe. Okay, this one wants to be on the back side of this. Okay, then you want to do that. So this particular one wants to go on the back part. Some of them goes in and some of them goes out. Back it out. Alright, once you get that, make sure these guys are loose. Grab your... I have an old welder cord that a guy previously put on an old welder of mine. This is an 8-3 type welder cord. He put this on the back of the stick welder, and the stick welder burned up on me, and I just took this cord off because I want to make a extension cord. Now, this cord has 3 wires. It's an older cord, so it's a little older. Your newer cords now have a metal copper lead that you want, and this one don't have it, but usually white, black, and green as common. These two are going to be your hots, and this one's going to be ground. Third wire is just so you don't get zapped, but you don't need it. Alright, now you want to take your green wire, after I quit fighting with it. Basically what I mean by zapped, I mean if you got a little bit of water, hit this plate, pick it up, you get zapped. All that ground is an earth ground, so you don't potentially fry yourself on a 240. Alright, get that in there and slide this tab over. Make sure it's on the green, which it is, that's good. Now if you guys use anything except for 8.3, I am not responsible. If you get burned down your garage or your house, use 8.3 or above. I prefer to use on a extension cord and 4.3, really thick cord. Now there I know I won't have any problems. And obviously this ain't gonna work. Oh, my leads are too short. So what we're gonna have to do is take this back apart, and we're gonna have to slice the cord inside. Like I said, this is just a cord that came out of an old welder. so I didn't know how much we need it. And this is how old this cord actually is, because they don't even use that anymore. Yeah, screw it. I'll clean up later. I'll go get a set of dikes. Now, shove your cord in. Bring up your... I always go with black. As just a natural... It's a natural for me to put black on one side. But literally it don't matter. I'm used to wiring in a household outlet of 110, so this is just my how I personally set these up. And yes, this cord is unplugged, guys. I'm not that retarded to plug it in. Now I always go with black on, if you look at it, be the right side of it, and the white goes on the left side. Just how I do outlets, household 110 outlets. But on a 240 circuit, you don't have to worry about it. Because on 240, both these terminals are going to be hot. So, there's really nothing you can do. Snug these down as tight as you can get them without breaking anything. Now, one would just cut this wire, which I'm going to have to. So the way I got it in there, just sitting there, would be a perfect time to mark it. And then we're going to strip it. I gotta get a pair of dikes. I don't have a dikes on me right now. But you guys see how much wire I don't need. So we're gonna snip this, and give me a minute. Alright, now since we got this, I'm gonna snip that right about there. And this is where the fun comes, because I have never found a ground yet to go in without a fight. There. Now, we're going to take the dikes and just cut the crap off the end. Now, I'm going to go back and make sure I tighten these up. Now, you can do this if you're building an extension or if you're actually hooking right to your wall. This would be good if you want to flush mount right against the wall and you don't care about anything else. There's also another type that's an inbox that goes into your wall and hides it. I'll show you that one too. Take your clamp and your screws, you guys can see I'm working back and forth on the screw here. Just snug it down. You don't have to go erotic on it. Just enough where this won't pull out. And then put your cover back on. Should be as simple as it came off. Screw the screw down. Now, I got a multimeter you guys have probably seen there. And clean up these screws so I don't run them over. Now I'm going to show you guys something. Now this also works for the outlet or the plug. My plug is bad. I didn't buy one. This whole plug assembly is loose. But you want to know why? That's a Menards junk. That sucker ain't that old and it's already wore out. But you want to take your multimeter, put it on, I think that one. Well, if you got a Craftsman like I do, I only paid a couple bucks for it. For the Christmas present that I got. Yep. Continuity test. Make sure. I don't know if my leads are going to be give me enough contact or not here. Might not be able to reach it. I hope I can. Okay. That's perfect. I just cannot reach. This cover's thicker than I thought it is. So this is wired backwards. But like I said, it won't hurt anything. Because I'm in the big end, and this is the small one I'm playing with. And then this is small one, and that's the big, small end on the plug, on the receptacle, and big end on the plug. Okay, so we know that works. And let me plug this cord in. Alright, now volts DC, volts AC. You want volts AC and set it to the 600 range. Not volts AC, not DC. And set it to 600 volts as your max this thing could output. Okay, this is how you can test and make sure the black is ground, make sure red is your hot. So you stick it in here and stick it to here. I'm reading 121. Stick it into here, and I'm reading 121. So that's basically how I can tell the ground's working on each side of this. Now, this is a brand new tester. I am not going to stick both these into the hot side to get the 240 volts. I'm not going to fry this tester. The last time I did it, you got to know which way to stick this into the prong. Sometimes it does not like taking that type of voltage through this machine. But that's how you can tell if that's wired in right. Catch you guys later then.